Susie Blues, how are you? Hey, Wolves Whisper. Hey, Leslie Marie. Welcome, Night Dwellers, to the Night Realm. I am the Night Queen, and this is Twisted Tales Live. Tonight is horror movie night turned story, and one of my wonderful night watchers, Jester, as you see in the comments all the time, the life of the party, he suggested a reimagining of a cult classic. What is that cult classic, you ask? The Lost Boys. The only switch this time though is the vampires are female. So I hope you enjoy it. But first, we are going to go into story time. Are you ready? Do it with me. Lower your lights. Lock your doors. Light a candle for ambiance, or to chase those shadows away. Pull your curtains nice and tight. Wrap yourself in your warmest blanket to avoid the chills that are about to crawl up your spine. And let's begin with the Lost Girls. Oh, you heard me right. The Lost Girls. Night Dwellers. Tonight, I tell you a story you've heard before, but never like this. It was once the story of the Lost Boys, but now the creatures of the boardwalk wear blood-red lips and ride through the sky with wind in their hair and death in their eyes. This is Santa Clara. This is the legend of the Lost Girls. Chapter 1. Welcome to Santa Carla. The sea crashed against the wooden stilts of the Santa Carla boardwalk as the night crept in on the salted winds. Most of the tourists had gone, and only a few lingered now beneath the dull glow of the flickering arcade signs. A security guard walked the length of the boardwalk alone, the rubber soles of his boots squeaking against the warped planks. He moved with boredom of someone who'd walked the path too many times, flashlight swinging lazily, the night air thick with brine and rot. Above him, the sky groaned, the seagulls scattered. He looked up. By the time he noticed the sound, like wind mixed with engine rumble, it was too late. 4 motorcycles tore across the sky, not the streets, the sky. They moved impossibly fast, leather-clad riders with hair whipping in the wind. And they weren't just riding, they were hunting. The guard ran, but the shadows caught him. A scream was torn from his throat and swallowed by the wind. The boardwalk fell silent again, and the night belonged to them. Michael Emerson watched the scenery slide past from the back seat of the station wagon. The Pacific linens glistened under the sun like shattered glass, and the road curved endlessly ahead. His mother, Lucy, held the wheel with a white-knuckled grip. Joel clenched in a smile she wore only for her boys, but not for herself. Divorce wasn't easy. Starting over was harder. But thankfully, her father had agreed to let her and the boys come to live with him. In the passenger seat, Sam Emerson flipped through his latest horror comic, legs curled beneath him, something about vampires or werewolves. They passed a rusted sign that welcomed them in faded, sun-pilled letters. Welcome to Santa Carla. Population unknown. Spray painted underneath it in dripping red, Schmurda, capital of the world. Michael raised an eyebrow. Sam whistled low. Charming, Michael muttered. Grandpa's house loomed over the cliff like it was daring the ocean to take it. The wooden structure leaned in every direction, its paint cracked and clawed by the salt wind. Taxidermied animals lined the porch like frozen guardians, and a bone wind chime rattled a warning to every newcomer. Looks like Dracula's vacation home, Sam said as they climbed the rickety old steps. Inside, it smelled of earth, pipe smoke, cherry tobacco, and something old, something wild. You like the smell of death? Grandpa asked, grinning around his pipe. Sam coughed. Not particularly. That's good, Grandpa said. It means you're still breathing. That night, they found themselves on the boardwalk. They had heard so much about it. A festival of lights and sounds and movements. Battens played on the sand. The air pulsed with energy, and the crowd moved like a living creature beneath the buzz of neon and the shriek of the rides. And then Michael saw her. She stood out like fire in a snowstorm, leather-clad and riding a black motorcycle. She sliced through the crowd with a glance. Her hair was silver platinum, long and wild, and her eyes found Michael through the masses. Lilith. Behind her rode three more. Serendipity, with her red curls and razor smile. Ivy, with her laugh like broken glass. And Nyx, who said nothing, but always watched. They rode past like a pack of wolves, the crowd parting in their wake. Sam looked up at his big brother wild-eyed. She just looked at you. Michael replied, she's not from here. Sam looked around. No one like that is from anywhere. While Michael chased mysteries, Sam found something darker. The comic shop was a neon tomb filled with incense and sharp girls who didn't smile. There were two girls toward the back, both dressed completely in black, goth. They were the Thorne sisters, locals who knew too much. Sam was looking at a catalog of the comic books. Ivy asked with her eyes sharp, "You believe in vampires?" Sam looked up, annoyed that someone was bothering him while he was trying to look up his favorite comic book. No. The other girl, dressed in black too, stood next to Ivy. "You will," Raven said and handed him a comic. "Here, read this one. It's called Santa Carla, A History in Blood." And then Ivy turned and looked at Sam. "You better read this quick before your brother disappears." Michael wandered alone. The boardwalk thinned out. The music faded. He passed the missing posters, 1, then 5, then a dozen. All girls. Anna, Alexandria, Kayla, Sandy, missed, missing, gone. All girls, all disappeared, all last seen on the boardwalk. He looked up. He wasn't sure what told him to look up, but he just sensed it. And there, crouched at the peak of the Ferris wheel, 100 feet in the air, with the wind twisting through her platinum blonde hair, was Lilith. Her eyes glowed beneath the moonlight, locked on him, a pale amber. The other girls were behind her, but not so easily seen. "You like him, don't you?" "Maybe," Lilith said. Nix patted her on the shoulder. "He'll come. They always do." And below, something screamed in the night, but no one turned except the daughters. Question: would you follow beauty into the dark, even if you knew you might not come back? Let me know. Chapter 2, The Invitation. The Emerson brothers were trying their best to settle in to Grandpa's house. Their mother was overly cheerful. "It's not so bad. Look, you've got the Pacific right at your back door. It's like your playground, only we drowned. Well, look at the bright side of things." Sam looked around at all the taxidermy that his grandfather did. It creeped him out. The glass eyes. Heck, he even had an otter in his bedroom, and it would look at him every night with those glassy eyes. He asked Grandpa at breakfast, "Why do you do what you do?" And Grandpa turned and looked at him. "Why do you do what you do?" There was no answer from Grandpa that Sam liked. The next day brought sunlight, but not warmth. Santa Carla in daylight was like makeup after tears. Everything tried to hide the cracks. It was an old town, but Michael couldn't forget what he saw, or who he saw. Her. He wandered the boardwalk again, this time alone. The Ferris wheel turned slowly, rust creaking like bones. Flyers for lost girls flapped in the breeze, but the tourists didn't notice. And that's when he saw her. Lilith. This time she wasn't on a motorcycle. She was barefoot, walking across the sand with her sisters like they owned the tide. Ivy laughed as she spun through a swirl of gulls. Seraphine danced through the sea foam. Nix just stared. But Lilith stopped and looked at Michael. She wore a shift that was see-through. Her hair was made of moonlight. Her eyes, that deep amber glow. She walked toward Michael, slowly, sensuously, seductively. Every step kicked sand into the air like mist. "I thought I might see you again," she said. Michael cleared his throat. "Yeah, I was hoping I would." She circled him once, close enough to brush his shoulders with hers. She ran one hand through his hair, long red fingernails, stiletto-shaped. She circled him once, and then again. "You're not from here. Where are you from? Tell me, Michael. How do you know my name?" "I know everything, Michael." "You're not from here. Where are you from?" Michael stood his ground. "Neither are you," he replied. Lilith smiled, showing perfect white teeth. "I'm older than here, if that answers your question." She turned and walked away, giving him a tantalizing glimpse of her legs, her long arms, leaving footprints that vanished behind her. But she didn't walk fast. She wanted him to follow, and he did. But they always did. They moved through the maze of the boardwalk skeleton, and then they wandered beneath the rides, under the pier. The lights above faded, the air thickened, and suddenly the city's noise disappeared too. Only waves, only her. She turned suddenly. "I don't usually do this," she said, turning to face him. Michael ran a hand through his dark curls. "What?" "Invite strangers to my home." She leaned close and her voice lowered. "But you're not a stranger anymore, are you, Michael?" She touched his chest, and he stopped breathing. From the shadows, the others appeared. Seraphine, Ivy, and Nyx. They didn't speak, they just watched. "Come with us, Michael," Lilith said. "Let me show you the real Santa Carla." Michael hesitated, but only for a moment. Her smell was intoxicating, her lips blood red, and she had a drop-dead gorgeous body. Michael wanted her. Night dwellers, would you follow a strange, beautiful woman into the dark if she whispered your name like it belonged to her? Chapter 3, Blood Wine. Lilith led Michael into a cave, a cavernous space, dark as night. And then suddenly, one by one, candlelight appeared. Hundreds of them, sitting on cave ledges, on the floor. Everywhere he looked, there were candles. He saw a bottle in Nick's hand. He was mesmerized by it. It looked like red wine. The sky over Santa Carla had turned the color of bruises. Gray-purple clouds smeared across the horizon like dying smoke. The sea roared like it was trying to warn someone, anyone, not to go into the lost girl's cave. But Michael heard none of it. He heard her. He watched her movements, the lowering of her eyes, the batting of her eyelashes. He'd never seen a woman with nails so long and so red and so sharp. He heard them laughing. He heard her. Michael, come inside. Lilith's voice wasn't loud. It didn't have to be. It lived somewhere in the space between thought and instinct, between breath and hunger. Come with me, she had whispered earlier that night. He hesitated just for a moment at the cave entrance. Are you afraid something's gonna get you? Nix asked. Michael looked at her. No, I'm not afraid. Lilith responded, Good. Good. I'm glad you're not. I'm gonna go change my clothes, and then we're gonna take you for a tour of the real Santa Carla. Give me a moment. He looked around him at his surroundings, the lower cave walls, then the higher ones, bats sleeping upside down. What in the heck was this place? Nix watched him, Ivy watched him, and Sari watched him. A few minutes later, Lilith emerged, dressed completely in black leather, hugged every curve of her body. Her long blonde hair was tied back in a ponytail, and for just a moment, Michael thought, no. Did he see a thing? Are you ready for some adventure, Michael? She asked, walking up to him and with one long fingernail running it down his cheek, to his chin, to his neck, and down into the collar of his shirt. Come with me. Let me show you our town. Now they flew on black motorcycles down winding coastal roads, cliffs dropping like fangs in the churning Pacific. Wind screamed past Michael's face. It was cold wind, biting wind that bit at his skin, but it was exhilarating too. Lilith laughed. Sari laughed. Ivy and Nix laughed. And he started laughing. But the only thing that he could feel was the press of Lilith's voluptuous body pressed against his hair streaming behind her like ribbons of shadow hitting him in the face. But he didn't care. She smelled like seduction. Behind them rode the rest of the sisters, Seraphine with her leather-clad fury in red, Ivy laughing like a banshee with black leather so tight he wondered how she could breathe, and Nix, silent and skeletal, but still beautiful, her long red hair billowing like smoke from a ruined cathedral. Thank you, Amber. They didn't ride like mortals. Michael knew that he was in the presence of women who were not mortals. They flew like wolves with engines. They descended into the rocks beneath Hudson's Bluff. Michael followed Lilith down a steep path, half hidden by brambles and hanging vines. The other girls watched him. Their stares felt like daggers dipped in perfume. And then they came to a railroad track, high up, at least 200 to 300 feet in the air. Want to play a game, Michael? Lilith asked. Yeah, Michael. You want to play a game? You want to play a game, Michael? They all taunted him, except for Nix, who was quiet. He watched the 3 women, gorgeous women, walk out onto the railroad track. What are you doing? We're having fun, Michael. Have you ever been adventurous? We want to experience the night and all that it has to hold, Michael, Ivy said seductively. The 3 women stood on the tracks. He could hear a train engine coming. The train was proceeding down the tracks fast, blowing its horn. The women laughed. Come on, Michael! Come on, just be a little bit of a daredevil. It's okay, girls. Michael is brave. He'll come out on the tracks, won't you, Michael? The next thing he knew, he saw the lights of the train approaching from the distance. The train is coming! You're gonna get hit! The train swooshed. Michael's eyes widened in fright. Oh my God. They were dead. They were hit. And then he heard them. Oh, Michael, you need to learn to live. And then they reappeared on the tracks. Where did you go? I saw you. What did you really see, Michael? What did you really see? Lilith walked over to the edge of the track. Bye-bye, Michael. And Lilith jumped off into the darkness. Bye, Mikey, Ivy said. Woo! And then Nix looked at him and just jumped off. He ran on the tracks and looked down. Be brave, Michael. Take chances. You're young. You only get to live once. Right? Michael looked down, and Lilith rose up in the air to face him. Oh, Michael, if you want me, you're gonna have to be a bit more of a bad boy. She grabbed him, and together they flew down into the depths of the darkness, and they hit the ground. Come on, Michael. I want to show you something. Michael followed Lilith down a steep path, half hidden by brambles and hanging vines. The girls watched him and smiled. The stairs felt like daggers dipped in perfume. The entrance was carved into the cliff face, a jagged gash in the earth. The wind shifted as he stepped inside, like he crossed into something sacred or cursed. What is this? Same cave, Michael. Isn't it great? It's massive. Covers almost the whole town beneath. How? Follow me, Michael. Follow me. And inside was a ballroom that was lost to time. Chandeliers hung crooked from the ceiling, half buried in curtains of spiderwebs. Cracked mirrors reflected nothing but dust and memory. Red velvet couches once before were now faded, rotted beneath salt-stained curtains. Faded murals lined the walls. Women, naked, some in red cloaks that were open, dancing around bonfires under eclipsed moons. This used to be a hotel, Lilith said, before the earthquake. before the sea came. As if on cue, a large wave hit the side of the cave rock. Michael turned in a slow circle. And now? Well, now it's ours. Do you like it? Do you like our palace? Do you like our palace, Michael? Do you like it, Mikey? Sari sprawled on a throne made from driftwood and animal bones. Ivy plucked a stringless guitar, humming an old hymn in reverse. Her voice was beautiful, like a siren. Nyx crouched by the fire, staring into the flames, like she saw something that no one else could. Michael stepped forward slowly. So what am I doing here? Why do you have me here? You came, Lilith said, her voice so cracked still. That's enough for now, Mr. Danger. She motioned to a stone pedestal, and on it sat a bottle, black glass sealed with wax, no label, no markings. Drink, she said. Michael looked at it, then at her. What is it? Eternal life, Michael. Do you want to live forever? Do you want to live with me? Here, in my castle by the sea. It's blood, Michael. Sari grinned. It's power, Ivy whispered. It's choice, Nyx said, for the first time. Lilith stepped closer, pressing the bottle into his hand. You don't have to say yes. You already did when you followed me. What do you mean? Oh, Michael, you still don't get it, do you? You still don't get it, Mikey. You just do not get it, Michael. Michael stared at the bottle. It felt warm and alive. He uncorked it. The scent hit him first. Thick, sweet, metallic, like roses soaked in rust. It filled his nose, his throat, his chest. He wanted to gag. But at the same time, he wanted to devour it. He drank one swallow. Lilith looked at him. Then two. That's it, Mikey. That's it. Leave him alone, girls. Take another sip, Michael. And that was when the world changed for Michael Emerson. The flames leapt higher, casting the cavern in golden red hues. The walls breathed. The girls laughed, sharp and musical like glass wind chimes in a storm. Michael dropped the bottle. It shattered against the stone. He fell to his knees. His heart thudded once, twice, and stopped. His legs buckled and he fell. Darkness bloomed behind his eyes. He saw things. A woman drenched in blood, dancing under a black sun. A child with fangs tearing at a priest's throat. A sea of mirrors, all empty. Lilith standing at the edge of time, smiling. Her mouth, fangs, and through it all, her voice. You're mine now, Michael. You're all mine. When he woke, Lilith was sitting beside him. She brushed a strand of hair from his forehead. You didn't die, she said. That's a good sign. What was that? Just a sip, she smiled. Just a whisper of forever. Michael sat up, his skin tingled, his breath felt wrong, heavy, sharp. I, I feel awake, Michael. You feel awake, she said. More alive than you've ever been before. He looked at his hands. They shook, but not with fear, with hunger, and Lilith watched him, satisfied. Outside, the sea howled against the cliffside, and from deep within the cave, something screamed back. Night dwellers, if forever came in a bottle, and the only price was your soul, would you take just one sip? Chapter 4. The Test. The cave walls whispered, breathing secrets through cracks like they had tongues of stone. The scent of ash, iron, and dried rose petals thickened the deeper they Michael followed. Shadows flickered like living things, and every step echoed like a heartbeat. Look at it now, Michael. The night is different now, isn't it? Everything is so amplified. I know. Don't you love it? Lilith led him down into the belly of the cliffs, past the rusted chandeliers, cracked mirrors, and tattered velvet. It was like time had frozen there, or perhaps time had fled, terrified. Look at the ocean, Michael. Look at the stars. Listen. Listen to the sounds. You feel more alive than you've ever been before, don't you? I do. Yeah. The Hotel of the Forgotten is yours home now, Michael. You will stay with us. Sari teased, twirling a broken parasol around in her hands. We'll share you, Michael. Every room has a view, Mikey, Ivy said, lounging on a velvet chaise. Every room with a view of death. Nix said nothing. She simply watched. Her silence was sharper than her words. I don't know if I can stay here, Mikey. Lilith walked close to him. Michael, you're a big boy now. You don't live with Mummy and your brother. You live here with us. You're one of us now. Lilith leaned against a broken pillar, her arms folded. Trust me, Michael. You're gonna love it here. Candlelight shimmered across the edges of broken picture frames. The portraits still stared from their walls, faces pale, lips red, all women. Is it just you four? Lilith's lips curled. Not everybody passes the test, Michael. They didn't pass the test? She pulled a dagger from her belt, silver, etched with names he couldn't read. It's time for the second part, Michael. She took the dagger and placed it next to her palm, and then she sliced it. Red, crimson red blood spilled out. Michael grew faint. Drink, Michael. Her blood poured into a goblet that Ivy provided with unnatural slowness, thick as honey, dark as ink. The other daughters each followed, filling the cup with their blood. Lilith held it to Michael. "This is the truth," she whispered. "Not a trick, not a drug. This is what we are. Drink and see, Michael." Women's voices began to fill the cave, sirens, calling to him to drink. Drink, drink, Michael. Drink, drink, Michael. Michael hesitated, then lifted the goblet. As it touched his lips, the shadows surged. The candle flames twisted. The walls breathed. He felt his heart stop. He fell to the floor again. He felt aching pain in his stomach, under his ribs. His eyes hurt, his head hurt, everything about his body hurt. He screamed out as his heart pounded uncontrollably. And then he felt it stop. And then restart. He saw flashes of teeth, of fire, of sentries, of women with red mouths and black hearts dancing beneath the gallows and moonlight. He screamed, and when he opened his eyes, Lilith's mouth was inches from his. Her fangs extended slowly. "Now," she whispered, "Michael, you completely belong to me." Night dwellers, if truth came in a goblet of blood and beauty, would you dare to taste it? Chapter 5, Blood Rush. The next day, Michael woke up gasping. He wasn't in the cave, though. He was in his bedroom. The sun was shining in, and it felt wrong. For the first time, the sun felt wrong, too loud, too sharp. The colors of the world were brighter but harsher. His body ached, but not with illness. It felt hungry. He went downstairs in the kitchen. Thankfully, no one was in there. He opened up the fridge. He took out the gallon of milk, tried to drink it. It was disgusting. It fell to the floor, causing a huge puddle. And then he saw a pack of ground beef. Mom was probably throwing it out for supper, he thought. He ripped into the package and began eating the raw beef. That had helped. A little. He went back upstairs to his room and slammed the door. "Michael? Are you okay?" His mother, Lucy, tapped at his door. He stumbled to the mirror. His reflection was pale, his eyes rimmed with crimson. Something had shifted. "I'm fine," he lied. Downstairs, Grandpa raised an eyebrow as Michael went down the steps. He hurriedly shoved on a pair of black sunglasses. "You look like hell," Michael muttered. "I didn't sleep." "You didn't sleep because your soul's pacing the cliffs, boy," Grandpa said, puffing his pipe. "Best hope it finds its way back." Michael froze. "What does that mean?" Grandpa didn't answer. He just fed a fox carcass to his taxidermy freezer. On the boardwalk that night, Lilith found him again. You're changing, she purred. You feel it, don't you, Michael? Michael nodded. I don't know what I am. You're not lost, she said. You're becoming. And you're becoming quite well, I might add. Behind her, Sari and Ivy circled like crows. I think he's hungry, Lilith. Are you hungry, Mikey? Ivy asked. Lilith looked at him. We can help. Her eyes were gleaming. Nick stepped forward, handing him something wrapped in silk. Michael unwrapped it. It was a bottle, thick, red liquid. He looked at it. Lilith tilted her head. Drink, Michael. His throat burned with need. He took the cap off and began to guzzle the blood. And the world bloomed. Everything around him, the air turned electric. Every heartbeat around him sang. Every scent became vivid. And somewhere nearby, someone warm, someone human, walked past. Michael's body lurched toward them unbidden. Lilith grabbed his hand. Oh, no. Not yet, she said. You're not ready. You're just a baby, Michael. But you will be. I'll let you know when you are. Question. Could you resist the hunger if the whole world smelled like blood and fire? Let's take an intermission, and when I come back, I will read the remaining part of The Lost Girls. I hope you're enjoying this spin. Hey, Julie. I'll be right back. Grab you something to eat, drink, chocolate. Think of me as you're doing it. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Loving it? Good, 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 good. I'm so happy to hear it. You did hear a knocking. Hello, elevated goddess. Welcome to all the newcomers. You know what? I was just thinking that when I was in there, I said, I bet this is going to start a research of the Lost Boys. So that is cool. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Thank you. Hey, Ray Ray. That is the saddest voice I have on there. It's a ghost, and she's asking, am I dead? I love it. Hello, soul. For those of you who are brand new and you're wondering what is going on, my name is Bryn Morgan. I'm a horror author. I am also a teller and a lover of scary stories, paranormal stories, ghost stories, true crime, serial unalivers, urban legend, Appalachian horror, horror movies turned to stories, cryptids, lore, you name it, we'll do it all. And tomorrow night is the Wheel of Fate. Let the Wheel of Fate decide the stories the Night Queen tells tomorrow night. It's always interesting, isn't it? Also, wanted to make a quick comment about this. So, last night after the live was over, I realized that it was the third Wednesday of the month and it was supposed to be Paranormal Viewers, where you tell your paranormal stories, and I completely forgot it. Next Wednesday night, we're going to make up for it. Okay, so next Monday, what do we say, Julie? I forget. Whatever it is, whatever you and I agree to. If you can post that in the chat so everyone knows. Do we say Monday or do we say Wednesday? I can't remember. Whichever day it is, whichever night, I'm fine. But so sorry about that. Never meant to do that. Hello, Metal Mama. How are you? Hello, Legendary King Dark Wolf. I love your name. I love it. We didn't pick a day. Let's go with Wednesday. We will do that next Wednesday. So it's on the calendar. You have good news. I love good news. Share. Water bottle. Soon to be available in the merch store. Just saying. Hey, Eclipse. So if you want to share a paranormal story, Eclipse, next Wednesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, is the night to do it. Hey, Debbie, how are you? It is so hot in this room. Hello there, Judy. How are you? I would like to thank the following for your generous support and your twisted trinkets. Metal Mama, Sandra, Wolves Whisper, Soul, Judy Willis, XJ, Joanne, Amber Robinson, thank you. Oh, thank you for the DJ glasses. Love those. Joanne, Julie, Patricia, Zoe Ann, Amy, thank you. V, Garay, thank you so much for the lightning bolt. Mia, Leslie Marie, Magic Moon, Pom Mom One, Shirley, Janet Cookie, Jim Rocks, Reen Stolter, Rose, Jareen, I love your name, that's pretty. Pocono Hideaway, Pamela, Ohio Girl, CC, WW Murphy, thank you so, so much. Thank you. Wow, we're close to 250K in likes. Yes, thank you so much. We had over 550K last night. That was incredible. Hey, Alabama. How are you, darling? I'm so glad you love it. Congratulations. You're getting married. Congratulations, Eclipse. Yay. What wonderful news. That is wonderful, wonderful news, Eclipse. You must be so excited. Wonderful news indeed. True crime tomorrow. I hear that. We'll start in about 4 minutes. Oh, thank you, Shisha. That's a great compliment. Thank you so much. Hello, Joanne Rayfield. Thank you for that lightning bolt. Thank you. Marianne Sims, hello. I might have already said hello to some, but it doesn't matter if I say it again.
What about the circle? I will follow you forever. Take me home.
You're old enough to remember watching The Lost Boys at the theater. It's such a good movie. It really, 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 truly is. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Absolutely, Scarlet Peace. I would love to hear it. That sounds lovely. Are you in Discord? I am doing well. Don't you love it, Jester? I love it too. It is good. It is good. I knew that something was missing from the stories, so I started searching and looking, and I was just like, it just hit me out of the blue. Sound effects. I need sound effects. Hello, Wolfman76. Wolfman, did you know that tonight is about vampires? All right. Hopefully everyone is settled back in your positions. You're probably eating right now. Think of me if you are eating any type of chocolate or cheese. I'm craving the 2 C's. Chocolate or cheese. All right. Let's get back into story mode. For those of you who are just coming in, this is the Night Realm. I am the Night Queen, and that you are my night dwellers. And tonight, the story is the reimagining of the Lost Boys. Tonight is not the Lost Boys, it's the Lost Girls. Are you ready for the rest of it? Then let's do this. Lower your lights. Lock those doors. Light a candle for ambiance. Pull those curtains nice and tight. Wrap yourself in your warmest blanket to avoid the chills. that are about to crawl up your spine. And let's begin. Better than craving blood. Right. A chocolate cheesecake, maybe. I can take that, Scarlet Piece, for sure. I could definitely do that. Chapter 6. Sam's Warning. Back at Grandpa's house, Sam was already unraveling everything. He sat cross-legged on his bedroom floor, surrounded by the comic books that the Thorne sisters had given him, hand-sketched maps and newspaper clippings of missing girls. The Thorne sisters had given him a new issue, though. It was called Bloodline Betrayals, The Rise of the Daughters. The cover featured 4 women, Lilith, Sari, Ivy, and Nyx, drawn in dripping ink, fangs bared, eyes glowing. This isn't a story, Sam whispered. It's a hit list. He stormed into Michael's room. You gotta listen to me. Michael sat on the floor, shirtless, breathing like a panicked animal. I can hear things, he muttered. I saw a bird fly and I knew when it was going to land. Yeah, that's not normal, Sam said. They've done something to you. Michael looked up. I need help. Sam nodded. I've already got backup. He opened the window and in climbed the Thorne sisters, armed, ready. Your brother's cursed, Raven said. Which means he can still be saved, said Echo, but not for long. What do you think is wrong with me? Well, we think you're like almost a vampire. You're a vampire, Michael? You're a goddamn vampire! Oh my God! Michael looked. I didn't mean for it to happen. No one ever means for it to happen. So, well, what do we do? Well, you get a stake and you're going to slam it through her heart. You make it sound so easy. It's not. Lilith has powers over you. Yeah, it's because she's pretty. She knows she is. She uses that like a weapon. So, what do we do? You go back. You find the cave again. Can you do that? I think so. Right. Here. One of the Raven sisters reached into her backpack and pulled out a stake. Take this, tuck it under your shirt. Go to the cave tonight. Slam it into her heart. Slam it into her heart. That's it. I just slam it into her heart. Yeah. Why is that so hard? And then, out of nowhere, Michael heard a song. A siren song. A whisper. Michael. Michael, come to me. She's getting to you, Michael. She's getting to you. Stop listening to her. Get out. Get all of you. Get out of my bedroom right now. All right, Michael, but I'm warning you. I'm not going to have you walking around and trying to bite me. Michael slammed the door shut. Michael. It's time. Come to me. That night, the moon was big and full over Santa Carla, shining down on the Pacific Ocean. The waves crashed against the cave. Michael went. He was cold. Lilith sat inside the cave on her throne. You came. Tonight is the next step. This is gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, Mikey. A lot of fun. And there they went, down the curving hills on the motorcycles. All the women dressed in lavender and leather. I said lavender, leather. Their hair was whipping in the wind. They came to a park of trees, low to the ground. There was loud music blaring, a bonfire. At least 50 people just laughing, having fun, drinking, eating, kissing. Lilith got off of her motorcycle, as did Sari, Nyx, and Ivy. Come with me, Michael. I want to show you something. I want to show you who you're turning into. The 4 women rose up off the ground and began to fly slowly into the park. And in the top of the trees, they placed Michael. He was held between Lilith and Sari. Watch them. Listen to their laughter, Michael. Do you hear it? Do you hear the beat of the drum? Yes. Can you smell it? Can you smell their blood? Michael raised his head. Yes. Tonight, we christen you. And with that said, Lilith, Ivy, Nyx, and Sari all flew off the trees and pounced on the people that were there. Blood began to flow like a river. Laughter. All the girls had their fangs spared. Blood covered their leather, their chest, their face. Come on, Michael. Let's have a taste, shall we? This is what it means to be part of me. Come on, Mikey. Taste. It's different than what's in the bottle. Ivy looked at him. Come on, Michael. Be brave. Step out. Taste it. Lilith flew behind Michael and grabbed him by the hair. You want to be in my circle? You do as I say. He picked her hand up off of his shoulder. I don't want this. Oh, you do, Michael. You just don't know it yet. She grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and lowered him to the ground. There was a woman. Her veins were squirting blood from her jugular. Taste it, Michael. Taste it. Drink it. Become one of us. The hunger grew unbearable. Michael looked down at the woman. I don't want to. You don't have a choice, Lilith said, her fangs bared. Michael ran away, laughing. The girls were laughing at him. You can run from him, Michael, but you can't hide. It is growing in you, and it is strong. Come on back, Mikey. Taste it. Ivy taunted. It tastes so good, Michael, and you're so hungry. They were right. The hunger grew unbearable. Sam was sleeping in his bedroom, and he heard a knock on his window. He woke up and looked. His eyes widened. Michael? He opened the door. He opened the window, and Michael flew in. You are a vampire, Michael! You are a vampire! Just get out of my way. Michael woke in the middle of the night in his bed with his hands trembling and his mouth aching. He could hear Lucy's heartbeat in the next room, his mother, and Grandpa's shallow snores. He ran. He ran fast, down the steps, out into the yard to the sea. And there they were, the daughters, the lost girls. We knew you'd come, Lilith said. This is your night, Serafina whispered. Your first taste, Ivy added, tossing him a pair of black gloves. They led him to the outskirts of town. Let's try this again, Michael. You're hungry. You're cramping because you're hungry. There is nothing that will fulfill your desire but blood. Do you understand? Only blood. And there, on the shore, with a small bonfire, were 4 girls. Look at them, Michael. So young, so innocent, so like you. 17, 16 perhaps. This is your taste. Michael's vision blurred. He saw one girl laughing too loudly, separated from the crowd. Lilith circled behind her. That's your pick there, Michael. She's forgotten, she said. No one will miss her. Hey, kiddo. Michael hesitated. She's drunk, he said. She can't fight back. Lilith placed a hand over his chest. Oh, you are enduring, Michael. You're still trying to be human, and you're not. You're not human. You never will be again. And then Sari sank her fangs into the girl's throat. Michael watched, and something inside him snapped. He joined them. The fire roared louder, the music thumped, and beneath it all, blood spilled into the soil. The girl never screamed. The wind swallowed her whole. Night dwellers, if your first kill made you feel alive for the first time, would you do it again? Chapter 8. Lucy's Date. Back home, Lucy was smiling. Too much. She had met someone. It was a man who had come into the video store at dusk. Charming and polite, clean-cut, mysterious. His name was Max. Sam didn't like him. Neither did the Thorne sisters. There's something wrong with him, Echo said. He smells like cold ash. He doesn't blink, Raven whispered. Lucy brushed them off. You're just protective, girls. Max picked her up for dinner, wore a bow tie, brought flowers. But Sam watched the way Max avoided the sunlight, the way the dogs growled when he neared, how his reflection didn't quite line up in the window pane. And when he left fingerprints on the doorknob, they were cold. That night, Sam found Michael staring into space. I need to know, Michael said. Am I one of them? I don't know. Are you? There's one surefire way that we can find out, Michael. Hold on. He reached into a bag of goodies that the sisters had given him. He pulled out a compact. Here, he shoved it at him. Look in it. Michael looked. His reflection was there, but it was faint. Very faint. You're not one of them yet, Sam said. Not yet. But I'm becoming, Michael whispered. He looked outside, and in the fog, there she stood, beautiful, seductive, his vampiress enchantress, waiting for him. I did something bad, Sam. What? What did you do, Michael? I tasted blood. Blood? Like blood from a girl. What the heck, Michael? Now you are a vampire. Would you shut up? You're too loud. I can't fight it anymore. She's in me. She's in my veins, she's in my thoughts, she's in my head. This is bad. We gotta take care of this. We gotta take care of this now, Michael. You can't be a vampire. I don't want to lose you. He thought about hugging Michael, but then changed his mind. Michael took off his sunglasses, and his eyes were a pale yellow. Look at me, Michael. You're okay. You're not fully changing more and more every minute, Sam. She's calling to me. And then Sam watched in horror as he saw fangs distending from Michael's gums. Oh my God, Michael. You are a vampire. You are a blood-sucking vampire! He ran out, past Grandpa. Grandpa just looked up the stairs, shook his head. Sam went to the video store, and there he saw the Thorne sisters. It's bad, isn't it? It's not good. Well, what's going on? His eyes are yellow. He has fangs. He can still see a little bit of his reflection in the mirror, but it's not as good as it was. Yeah. He's about to become the undead. He's almost there now. We gotta move quick. You want the truth? Raven said. We'll show you. And there, in their back room, they had gathered many, many comic books. Books on Santa Carla. Books on people that came up missing down through the years. And there was one particular figure that stood out to Sam. I knew it. You knew what, Michael? It's Max. It's Max. Who's Max? Well, if you were paying any attention, you would know that that's Mom's new beau. He's a vampire. He's not just the vampire. He is all vampire. He's their dad. The Lost Girl's dad. He's been turning girls into vampires for centuries. Come on, we gotta show you something. Sam and Michael followed the Thorne sisters. They took them to the abandoned church by the cliffs. Beneath it, a crypt. And on the walls, carvings of vampire lore. Women crowned in shadows. Ancient hierarchies. Bloodlines broken and betrayed. And at the center, a portrait of Max. in all of his vampire glory. The year was 1892. He's the head, Echo said. He made Lilith, and she made the rest. So Nyx, Ivy, and Sari were made by her. If you kill the head, the rest will fall, Raven added. Michael shook. Then we end this. Yeah, we end this, Sam said. Question. Could you love someone if you knew they were no longer fully human? Let us know in the comments. Back at the house, Lucy was dressing for her second date. Sam ran in screaming. Don't invite him in. Don't invite him in, Mom. He's a what? Sam turned slowly. And there in the living room, sitting on the couch, was Max. He's a what, Sam? Lucy looked at Sam. Come here, Sam. Let me talk to you for a minute. She pulled him around the corner. What are you doing? I haven't been on a date in months, in years. Don't ruin this for me. Mom, he's a... Lucy, we're gonna be late getting to the restaurant. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I'm coming. You and your imagination, Sam. You and all those comic books that you read. Try reading some actual good books. I'll be home later. Sam looked at Max. And Max looked at Sam. Max was tall and forbidding, threatening. He put his hand on his mother's back. Wait just a second. I want to give Sam a little bit of advice. You can go into the car. I'll be right there. Oh, okay. Sam, there is money on the counter. You can order pizza for you and Michael. Grandpa's in bed. Sam watched his mother walk down the path toward the car. Max turned around. You're clever, my boy. But not clever enough. Max showed just a glimpse of fangs, and his eyes turned black. Your mother's in good hands with me. Sam panicked. As soon as the car pulled away, he went to the comic store where the Thorne sisters were. It's true. It's true. He has my mom. He turned around and he threatened me and he was showing his fangs and he was being threatening and... All right, you need to calm down. We've got to come up with a plan. Night dwellers. If evil knocked on your door dressed in charm, would you still let it in? Chapter 10. The Fall of the Daughters. The night was war. Sam, the Thorne sisters, and Michael prepared for the final fight. Lilith stood outside on the shore, beckoning Michael to come to her. They had put a garland of garlic around Michael's throat, around his neck like a necklace. God, this stuff stinks. It's gonna save you from eternal damnation. Now listen to us. They had garlic bullets, mirrors, fire, stakes. They set the traps in Grandpa's house, every corner, every threshold. And then the daughters came. Crashing through the windows on waves of wind and laughter. Sari burned first, caught in the beam of the sacred light of a mirror. Ivy fell next, garlic to the heart. Nyx vanished in smoke, only to be dragged back by a spell the Thorne sisters chanted in Latin. Lilith faced Michael, enraged, still beautiful in all of her rage and fury. I gave you everything, she said, fangs bared. You were supposed to become mine. He raised the stake, and I choose not to. He drove it through her heart. Her scream shattered glass, and outside, there was a terrible howl. A figure burst through the windows. No! Not my Lilith. Not my Lilith. All you had to do was join them, Michael. Lilith wanted you. I didn't trust you. But she wanted a toy to play with. Sam was listening as he was saying these things. Lucy ran in through the door. What is going on here? Max, why are you talking to my son in that tone? Your son. Oh, yes. Your son. Your son just unalived my Lilith. Lucy looked down and saw the beautiful blonde on the floor with a stake through her heart. Wait. No. No, what? Max's fangs were bared, his eyes red. Oh, Lucy. Your son is smart. Too smart for his own good. He's a vampire, Mom. Suddenly, Max reached out and lunged and grabbed Lucy around the neck. Say goodbye to your mother, Sam. No! And then one of the Raven sisters, the Thorne sisters, held a mirror and blinded Max. And the other sister thrust a very skilled stake through his heart, and it went through. Max burst into flame, caught by the rays through the broken window of the sun as it was rising over the ocean. Lucy collapsed. Sam held her. Michael wept. The house was quiet once more, and the lost girls were gone. Night Dwellers, do you believe evil can ever truly be destroyed, or just reborn with a new face? And so, the boardwalk quiets. But the whispers remain, because even ashes leave shadows, and the lost girls are never far. Sometimes at night, when the carnival is going in Santa Carla, the Ferris wheel is spinning, the smell of cotton candy in the air. Michael swears he looks up and sees Lilith still at the top of the Ferris wheel, staring at him, beckoning him. They came on wills of wind and plain. With eyes like stars and mouths that maim. A daughter's kiss, a crimson light. A lover lost in endless night. But blood will burn and fire consumes what beauty built in shadowed rooms. They fold, they fade, they slip unseen, but haunt the spaces in between. My stories bury deep where they cannot flee. And remember this, Night Dwellers, in the darkest corridors of your nightmares. My stories bury deep where they cannot flee, and in the darkest corridors of your nightmares. You belong. To me. You do. Pleasant dreams.
Cheers.